Hi, Santosh. This is Kenn Schroder, web designer for coaches. I'm over at coachingsitesthatwork.com. And in this video, I will review your coaching website to find ways to improve it for client attraction. And when I look at websites, the main thing I'm looking for is, will this website engage the potential client and get them excited and get them to contact you for coaching? Okay, so that's ultimately the goal for most coaches' websites. And let me dive into yours and see what we find. Okay, here we go. It's just a 10-minute review. Often I don't get much further than the home page, but let's see how we go. Okay. Okay. So, your website address that you gave me is accessscienceclass.com. Okay, and so I clicked on that and I arrived at the home page. Excuse me, and here we are. Okay, so you're on my email list, so I'm assuming you're a coach. And okay, so here you are at your home page, and I see what's good right away. I like is that there's quite a bit of white space, so the page doesn't feel too jammed. But my initial instinct here is that I'm getting a lot of stuff, a lot of little things floating around everywhere. And I'm actually not sure much of the hierarchy of the page, other than I got this Access Engineering and Science class logo here. And that stands out, which is good. It's good to have it's for me to be able to find out where the logo is on the site. And usually it's at the top left for English and business websites around the world. So it's good that your domain name, Access Science Class, sort of matches the logo, Access Engineer and Science Class. So that's pretty cool. Your menu, which is over here, although there are a couple of more other menus floating around, a few too many menus. The good thing in this menu is that you have the menu label items: blog, contact, about us, courses. I would make it the word blog, not blogs. You have a blog. It's like a log, and if you're going to someone's log, you don't go to their logs like all the multiple items in it. You go to their log. So I just named that blog. And then so the labels are good because they're obvious. Coaching, my account if I have one, and then about us, blogs, contacts. So those are good label items. By the way, you'll name my account. You want to capitalize the A for consistency here. My account. Okay. But when I land, I'm immediately overwhelmed and confused. Well, let's say more overwhelmed. You've got a lot of menus here. You got one at the top. You got social media. So it's like you got this online fraud awareness news bit here. Another contact, send us an email here, and then another contact here. This is too much. This feels like a website that's just, and there's a menu and it's just chaos. So it's almost as if I don't know. What I often find is that when websites have too much on the homepage, the person who has the website or the owner or the business behind it are trying to make everything important, and they don't want anyone to miss anything, so they just try to get it on the homepage. Okay, so this is a bit of overwhelm here, for me at least, and in my experience with clients' websites, overwhelming websites like this don't really do the job. By the way, would this STEM BH, would that be capital as well in your name? I'm not sure if the spelling is that way, but you might want to check that, capital S there. So immediately, I would recommend that you make one simple menu, just a few items. Home. I don't know what's most important in your website. Any query, click here. Send us a mail. Emergency calls. Yeah, it's too much stuff here, and it's diluting anything that I don't even know where to begin. What's changing in higher education? So I don't actually. So that's one thing. It's just a bit of chaos here. Simplify. I would go from 1/3 the number of items on this one menu because you don't need 5 different ways to contact you. Because first of all, when I come to this site, I need to figure out what it is. Um, yeah, I need to know what it is, who's it for, and why should they be here. So first of all, I don't know what it is, and will your clients know that Access Engineering and Science class? Will they know what that means? Will they know? Will that tell you exactly what it is and why people should be here and who it's for? I oftentimes the logo is really just a name and that's it. So you need to get across here what this is, who's it for, and why they should be here. So let me see if that's even in here. We are in a higher. Is this a bulleted list? Because there's a bullet points here. This is a bulleted list with these little circles. Then it should be a vertical column of items. So if you're trying to appeal to English-speaking people, by the way, I think you should get an English speaker to review the content. There's inconsistent form here in these bulleted items, and it should really just be a quick sentence saying what you do. I'm trying to piece it together in my head. Okay, so without doing anything, I'm guessing that you help higher education um, institutions improve their performance, um, and deliver better education via online learning. I think that's what I'm guessing that you're about. But let me look a little further so we can figure that out. So immediately, you're going to have a struggle with what is this, who's it for, and why they should be here. So I think you need to come up with this concise statement. I call this a core message. What is it that your business is about, your coaching is about? Oftentimes you can find it at the bottom of the About page. So let me just flip over there quickly, home about us. By the way, this font is too small on my MacBook Air, 13-inch. It's just way too small. And I have very default settings. So let's just go over here and I'll show you what it would look like if you increase the font size. And then what that might look like. And I'd recommend making it darker as well. Okay, let's just leave it at that. So as you can see, now it's a much more readable. By the way, there's a period in front of, excuse me, I'm just getting over a bit of a bug. You have your period should be in front of the Mr. instead of next to the S. So you should get an English speaker to go through this. Font here is a bit small as well. Okay, so let's just see what your business is about. Our specialties: trained and competent, limited number of students in a batch. Yeah, just make the styling of this the same. It doesn't need to be bold and italics. Just make it bulleted. It's obvious it's a bulleted list. When you make it different colors like this, it confuses me as to it's not obvious why. It's just more confusing. You're missing a period after this one. Yep. Anyway, actually, Grammarly might be good. Run Grammarly through here; it'll fix up a lot of things. So what are you even about? Best coaching class in Nashik, best online coaching in Nashik. Your attempt to get social is your attempt to get keywords into your site, and this, unless you have content and a page dedicated to some kind of this stuff. This is a weak, simple way to go at it. Maybe it'll do something since there may be no competition. Best online coaching. So as you can see, I'm still struggling to figure out what this is about and who it's for. Let's go to the coaching page. Courses. Maybe you have some courses. Courses. Oh boy. So that's what I was guessing is coming soon. So you're hoping there are courses you're trying to, I don't know, maybe your site's not finished. But so yeah, Santosh. So Santosh, okay. The biggest thing you need to do, Santosh, the biggest thing you need to do is pull together a simple statement that says what you do, who it's for, and why it's important. My best guess, looking at your site, is that you're helping educational institutions improve their ability to deliver education online. Maybe software stuff you do, maybe and then the problem they have to tackle is the recession. Recession drove more students to school, and so then ultimately it would probably make the school more successful, have better enrollment, get more students, maybe even be more successful as an institution. Okay, so the biggest thing, pull together a statement so I know what this is and why people should be here. And the second biggest thing is to just have one menu. You have way too many menus here, and it's just a mess of a lot of menus clicking to pages that have no content on them. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I haven't gone through everything, but that's a big place to start. Yep. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, post in the comments. My name is Kenn Schroder, web designer for coaches, and I'm over at coachingsitesthatwork.com. I hope this has been helpful. I will see you on my list. Okay, bye.